Okay, good day everyone. We are back in Black Book. Last time we broke the water seal and now we are trying to break the wolf seal? Is that right? Wolf seal? When I jumped back in, everything had exclamation marks on it, but I don't know why. Oh, okay, water seals because we got... so what we got? We got, first receive gold. Interesting. Okay, and this one costs gold. Oh, so does this one. So it costs 25 gold to play it, but you receive 15 gold on killing. That's still a negative. That's still a loss, not a profit. Okay, so water seals seems to be all to do with gold by the looks of it. I assume that means you have to pay to use them. I don't think it would mean that you get that gold. Just, I don't know. We'll come back to that. Hey, oh yeah, here we go. Visit the grave. Yeah, old Eagle says that I have some time. I decided to visit the grave of my beloved. There's one song along the way. Fair enough. Okay, let's have a look at this hand for a saint. A bee stung my arm, but the saint will heal it. Gain free ward increase. Increases ward for free each time you lose health. Okay, but is that continuous or because ward doesn't carry over, does it? I'm not sure. I think we've got good stuff already anyway. I know it seems a bit boring to keep going with the same stuff, but it works. Okay, so got what you asked for. A miller is a Kholdoon who knows Satan personally. People said so of the miller in the village next to ours. He was cunning and a knower. He never shook flour off of himself, for it was considered bad luck to do so. Once, before he started the mill, he had a talk with Vodunoi. They argued for a long time about who would spin the wheel. Vodunoi asked for an unthinkable price. He asked the miller to drown a boy and girl in the pond by the next morning. But the miller, a cunning one he was, drowned a young man, ram, and ewe. The Vodunoi got angry. You tricked me, he cried. But you asked for a boy and a girl, and you got them. The Vodunoi then understood that he made a blunder, but a deal is a deal. Okay. Drowned a young ram and a ewe. Oh, I see. Okay. So basically, he had to have said like he wanted a young human boy and girl, I guess. But anyway, move on. I've got one knowledge point. I was going to spend it on... What was I going to spend it on? Was it this one? Pages doing more damage? Probably. Short specialists and job types are visible. I mean, that could be good, but I'd rather just do one more damage. Yeah, let's learn that. And the next one we can learn at level 15. That's pretty cool. Not too far away. Right, let's big ult. Yep. Oh shit. Oh well, the imp tells the Suzuki I can't say the word. That the offerings his family gives him are just too small. Enraged house spirit makes noises each night, ruining the entire family's sleep. Task failed. Demon possesses a local boy as an Ikota, but is Old grandmother quickly sends it away with Zagros. I think that's the first one we failed. Task completed. The demon returns with a smile. Worms ate part of the upcoming harvest. The sick man was unable to work until a local herbalist healed him. Okay, right, what we got? Aligned. I don't understand. That is literally just a task. Blind. Does that mean we don't know what the task is? Or does that mean to blind somebody? I don't know. Let's have a look who we got. Well, you've got 12 gold. You've got 7, but you get 30% chance of getting a herb. Let's just go with the 12 gold. We know from the last fight that keeping gold in our pockets is better than spending it. Attract a married man to his wife's friend. 7 gold and 1, yeah. Cause strife between a Suzuki. Oh, I don't know what. I don't understand what my problem is with these words. Deco. Is that right? Let's go with that. Animals. Go you. 1 gold, 6 gold, cause sickness. 6. Oh, there you go. Although that's only 1 turn, this one, isn't it? For 6 gold. Yeah, do the 1 turn for 6 gold. Right. That's that done. I could have sworn we had a visitor last time, but apparently not. Okay. And like I said, last time I don't remember this being... had an exclamation mark next to it, but whatever. Yard. Shorts do all sorts of... What? Shorts do all of our housework. You can hear the sound of an axe chopping right now. Ah, okay, nice. Just a little catch up with Broshka and old Igor. Hopefully I remember to cut out my sneeze, because that was fucking loud.
Yes, it's good that I'm not one of those petty charts from hell. Work all day or curse people. That's like a kind of work too, right? I'm perfectly content lying here watching after the household. That's my thing.
Fair enough.
What should the domovoy do if not prepare firewood?
Lots of things. You haven't had a Znatka for a long time, so your roof caved in a bit. Sedge and other things grow in it. I wouldn't let it get this far. Well, I'll clean this place up when I have time. I'm still not settled in here.
Okay, job.
Maybe you could help my chores?
Yeah, right. I have my paws full with matters of my own. Looking after the house, getting rid of the mice, putting out the fire. Yeah? You think that's enough work? I'd say so.
That's fair enough. His
How
bar.
are you doing in Grandpa's bar?
I'm doing fine here. I feel calmer even. You don't have icons, and it's not like they used to have them in the church. And the corner over there reminds me of the old times. They used to keep food and the gods there.
Fair enough. Alright, I need
We'll
to go.
talk later.
Oh, herb. Oh, it's herb there as well. Bless free. The Kulka herb is gathered during Peter's fast. Circle an arrow with the smoke from the herb and you won't miss your mark. Alright. What about this one? Adam's head, nice. I will always take more Adam's head. Oh, herb there as well. Lich herb. Witches and Coldians treasure this herb. Particularly orders 1. So I get one more order page, I guess.
Hey, you! Got faster! Curse you! Been chewing at my scalp all through my life. Now let's get to work.
So, Grandpa, the Chorts listen to you.
Of course. We've living together for so long. They still remember me. And they're quite scared of you.
It's good that Chorts help around the house, right?
Well, yes. Cutting firewood, that's nothing. Once I sent them to plow the field, and they plowed the whole area through and through, the vacant areas, and the seeded plots too. They need lots of looking after. Still, they have their uses.
Maybe I should look for wolves in the forest?
What? No, we need evil spirits. Ordinary wolves won't do. I have an idea. Don't fret. We'll break this seal in time.
I like that they look, whoosh, boom. Eee. I mean, it's not lined up with some of the animations, but... Oh, that one was. There you go. Oh, that one wasn't. But it's still pretty cool. I like it. It's, you know... I don't know where the one that he chops here is going. I guess just into a pile over here. That I'll eventually just throw all the... Yeah, it's
How
nice.
did you get that Isba, Grandpa?
The Isba? I inherited it. The older ones eventually all moved away. Some went away, some stayed in Gilgard. The house was left to me by my parents. It's old, like me. We don't have much time left. Soon we'll both go to the afterlife. I'm leaving this Isba to you. There's no one else.
Fair enough. We'll talk later.
All right, Grandpa. I need to go.
Right.
So much firewood will last us a long time.
Unless it all burns in one fell swoop.
Old Igor made the Chorts cut the firewood.
Look at the Isbar.
This Isba used to house a lot of people. Now it's only me and Grandpa.
Oh. Right, well let's head off, shall we? To the field. Oh, there's more. Okay. Divya herb protects and invigorates. It can heal. It can even grant strength to unborn babies. Ward free. Don't hit send off. Just go that way because. Okay. I was wondering if maybe something else would pop up, but nope. Very nice and relaxing. Road to the grave. I have to follow this road to the island of trees. There's a song here apparently. Oh, okay. Oh, Vasilisa. Oh, I feel so sorry for her. Oh. Oh, that was quite nice, but obviously not seeing Vasilisa cry her eyes out, bless her. Little fir tree is what that one was called. Oh, but near the grave, the church would not bury him. Oh.
Sing winds from the quietest to quiet, from the lightest to light. Lift up the branches and sand from the grave. Split Mother Earth, reveal yourself, coffin lid, and fly open white shrouds and draw open sweet lips. Tell me, my darling, of your life there, and ask me of our life here. I've been living here, wandering from place to place. I've witnessed all kinds of grief. All kinds have I suffered. I saved a girl from a banya. See, there's some good done with this knowledge. I saved another girl from the wretched claws of a Vodinoy. I'll do anything to save you. Even if it means raising all the villages on Earth. My shorts will help us be together. Soon you'll be back, my darling. As soon as I break all the seals. And you, teach me. Guide me, miserable orphan that I am, how to break all the seals of the book. And I will reach out my white hands and pull you from the other shore.
Oh, okay. Got some truths there. Okay. Interesting. Okay, right, well we're back at the Isba. Right, we got 3 of them back. Okay, the Chort had some drinks with the Sisedko and set him on the horse. Now the spirit rides the animal each night. Alright. The sick man was unable to work with a local herbalist heal him until I work there. Some of the peasants' birds are dead because of the demon's curse. Alright, okay. Fires a fiery snake. Let's go with 8 and 2 sounds alright. Famish a cow. Send torrential rains, send a curse, send a thunderstorm. That sounds like one that our big bloke would do, which is this one, but never mind. I suppose we could leave it for later. Do that one. And you can do this one. Cool. Right. 2 visitors. Let's start by having one come in. Oh, we know this bloke.
God bless. Yegor Yevlampovich, Vasilisa.
Why, isn't that groom with his bride?
So,
That's
you're
right.
keeping your word, Nikolai?
I told you I needed a bride, and with help from you and God, here we are.
The wedding is close. I see you've covered yourselves, as is tradition.
Yes, we needed to have this wedding as soon as possible, so that the Bonics wouldn't drag me back. I understand you have a lot to think about. Vasya, Weddings are the least of your worries, but if you can't do it, no one can. You were the matchmaker for me and Nikolai, so you should stand as matchmaker by my side at the wedding.
I have no
Oh,
time to give a dowry at a bachelorette party.
Right. The week has passed. The dowry appeared at my house, and what I lacked, the girls from my village helped out with.
The main thing is you being my matchmaker.
I can't. I have other business.
It's all right, Vasya. You can go. We have some time. And when the wedding passes, a solution to a problem might reveal itself.
You too, old Igor, come. You'll be our master of ceremonies.
What an honor. To what do I owe the pleasure, huh?
Well, you taught Vasilisa and helped with the items for the bride.
That's right. Well, you see, Vasya, how can you say no?
Who did you ask to be your best man?
Petka, the accordion player. He's an old friend of mine.
Fedka? What curse can he help you with? How can we attend such a wedding, Grandpa?
Stop it, Vasya. Fedka will manage. He's a jester, but he can. Besides, we'll be there. We'll help with the evil spirits and Khaldoons.
All right. But Fedka needs looking after, so he won't curse the wedding himself.
Thank you, Vasilisa. I brought a gift for you. I think you'll like it, and it should prove useful.
We didn't come only because of the invitation. We need a nowhere's help. My future mother-in-law hired brewers to make beer.
But they quit halfway through. They say demons chased them away. They're beside themselves with fear.
We decided not to approach these demons without you. Maybe it's Bannik's trying to interfere with the wedding.
You made a wise choice.
okay.
Is the bride side brewing beer?
We decided both sides will brew. The villagers are close to each other.
In Pakcha, where my mother lives, there are some skilled brewers. We hired them. Father is long gone, after all.
What are they saying about Chorts?
Some shadows are being noisy, turning over tubs and whatnot.
See, they're brewing the beer by the river, so I thought that the Abdiricha might reveal herself.
When's the wedding day?
Everyone is invited the day after tomorrow. First is the wedding day, and the next day we're going for a ceremony. Not everything is by the book, but you know how it is.
All right. I'll help you. After all, the ceremony is incomplete without beer, and you have your whole life ahead of you.
Well, come the day after tomorrow then, if I'm the master of ceremonies.
See you soon. Lord be with you.
And we've got one more visitor. Let's see what they're up to.
Greetings. God bless.
God bless. What brings you here, Your Honor? The stove flap is over there, to your right.
Alexander looks around, perplexed.
Grandpa, he's not here about that. He doesn't know these things either. And the matchmakers come without a groom.
Hello, Vasilisa. I was in the area for business and decided to drop in. I mean, I think you'll also be interested in this case I have. They talk about you and your grandfather quite often. You remember that fired short that tortured the girl in Logovo? There's a similar case in the village near Pakcha. It's called Severная Settlement.
That's where I'm going to track this Chort. So, Severная Settlement? You start treating them with your methods. Perhaps I'll drop by.
Thank you. Till we meet again.
Hold on. Fancy some tea? Help me move the table first, would you?
Table? No time. My patients are waiting.
Alexander hurriedly leaves your izba.
Oh, okay. Right, let's go, shall we? What's this one? Oh, you can click on it, but it doesn't seem to do anything. Alright, well let's set off, shall we? Meet Alexander. Where's that? Oh, it is there, okay. Brewing by the river. Oh wait. Okay, so we're up here. Okay, we're going downwards. Right, okay, so remove the beer cask. Someone cursed the beer that was being brewed by the river for the wedding. Could it be Obderica's doing? Don't know who that is, so maybe. We've got 2 dances. We've got 1 encyclopedia and 1 song. Oh, that's right, he's got the curse thing. I don't really want to start. I'm not interested in the curse books. I am interested in the ones that we pay for though. Just because I don't understand them, not because I actually want it. Anyway, a wedding is one of the transition cycle rites symbolizing a person's temporary death, passage through the world of the dead, and rebirth. For this reason, weddings are carried out in the same time frames as were funerals and labor rituals. The girl received the status of bride 3 days after the matchmaking, the day when her parents agreed on a wedding date and dowry size. Before the wedding feast, she was forbidden to go out, and if guests came, she hid herself in the woman's corner, a place behind the stove. On the 3rd day, she performed a ritual crying to say goodbye to her house. On the 7th and 20th day, she repeated the ritual, saying goodbye to her homestead and village respectively. 3 days before the wedding feast, she bid farewell to her friends and the world in general. During the feast, she was not allowed to eat, drink, or uncover her face. Thus, the bride returned to the world of the living only on the 40th day after matchmaking following her wedding night. Okay. Not that one. Actually, yeah, that'd be. Near the Kolva. This dusty road winds along the Kolva.
It's getting dark. You keep the black book ready. Khaldoons often put their chorts by the roads, as you have already witnessed several times. Soon, you notice someone's burning eyes under the roots of an old fir tree.
Prepare to fight. Okay. They're doing 1 damage. They've got very little health. They're already doing 7 damage. Oh, there we are, they're both dead already. Just gonna shove it all in there even though they're already dead. There we go. Any new pages old? Oh yeah, we already have it. 8 ward for every enemy with a status curse. We haven't got it, so we might get that. Actually, we haven't got any of these. Choose a page and add an effect. +1 attack. Immediate. Use instantly bypassing Zagorov. Swipe. Removes the page from the book until the end of battle. So basically, you add 1 attack to whatever page you want. Presumably it would be whatever page is in your hand at the time. That's interesting. Ward. So that one's just a ward. I'll go with the new chain. I like that. Let's have a look, see about adding that new chain. Is that in the water one? It is, yeah. 1x, what? Why has it got that down there? Oh, because I've got 1 of it. Is that what that means? Yes, it does. That's exactly what that means. Why does it not say I have 1 of the... Oh! Was I only looking at them whenever I found... Yeah, I think it was just showing you that it just gave you these 4 to begin with when you unlocked the water seal. It didn't actually give you those cards. Okay. Anyway, let's get rid of... I don't want to get rid of any of those. What was it? It's a key, so we could get rid of one of... how many keys we got? I guess... Get rid of one of the Khaldun fiends. Or we could get rid of Death to Demons. Yeah, let's get rid of Death to Demons and add in a new chain. I just want to try it. How do I go back to the map? There we are. Bookshire Road. This road is closed to the forest. I should keep an eye out.
Among the treetops, you notice a silent giant.
Oh.
His figure towers over the trees and sheds a dark shadow on the frozen road.
Call out to spirit, come closer.
You greet the Chort, but hear only loud laughter in reply. A sudden wind bends the tall pines.
Ah, okay. Got 50 experience for it, I'll take that. Northern settlement. Somewhere around here is the house that Alexander went to. It should be easy to find.
You find the Izba Alexander told you about without any difficulties, and question the locals. As it turns out, the husband of the sick woman died recently. Your acquaintance is already here.
Fair enough.
These are fish traps. Looks like her husband used to be a fisherman.
Right. Can I go further this way? No, but you never tell with this game. It's always a bit weird.
The furniture, as well as the rest of the spa, has fallen into disrepair. It's clear that the woman can't look after the house alone.
Oh. Chest. Let's look at the chest, shall we?
You open the chest and are hit with a foul stench. Inside lie everyday items of the woman and several linen sacks. It seems they are the source of the smell. You wince in disgust. The sacks contain horse manure, wriggling with worms. These are the gifts of a demon. To cursed people, they seem like gold and prianics.
Right, I see.
Bed sheets and towels, nothing of interest.
What the fuck? So the bits of red I think have been added afterwards. Or maybe not? I don't actually... What the fuck? Look at like a donkey mixed with a duck. On the head of a... I don't even know. What? Fucking weird. A sick woman. You can't talk to her. She's dead,
Let
isn't
me
she?
be.
Oh,
I need to rest. The fever won't let me be.
I thought she was dead, but I guess not. Just no, nothing there. Alright, let's talk about this one.
It's so good that you're here.
Alexander coughs and glances at your book.
Oh dear.
Did you examine the sick woman?
Yes. The case is indeed similar to that in the Logova village. The woman is weak, but it's not so bad as that time.
It's still early. The demon only started coming to her. What is she saying about the Chort?
There was no mention of Chorts. You think they're to blame? She says it's a simple fever. But the symptoms are rather strange. I thought it to be anemia and nervousness. She buried her husband not long ago.
It seems strange because it's not a simple sickness. She can't tell because the demon has some power over her.
What should we do?
The snake doesn't appear often in the beginning. We'll have to make it. If she tells me about it, it will surely come. It's late. It will try to kill us.
Right? I won't stand in your way.
Good thing. Alright, let's talk to her about the short.
Let me be. I need to
Yep.
rest.
They say you became a widow. Oh, Jesus Christ, may he rest in peace.
Yes, he died, but I'm managing.
Sometimes dead husbands come back from the afterlife. Have you heard of that?
What kind of story is that? That sort of thing never happens. Lord have mercy.
Don't try to be cunning with me. I've seen all kinds of charts, and I can sense the walking dead from a mile away.
Phew, witch! What could you know about me and my Vasya? You know nothing.
Maybe I'll be able to convince her if I pretend to be her acquaintance. So, what did her husband do? Perhaps he was a fisherman. Looks like it. There are fish traps in the corner. What do you mean? I know you through my godfather. He used to go fishing with your Vasily quite often.
He won't be fishing any now. He's dead, I'll tell you. Go away. You and your groom let me rest.
She still doesn't believe me. How can I convince her that everything's not so simple with her guest?
The chest.
You have a large chest.
Oh.
Did Chords bring it?
What a silly thing. I don't understand anything.
I know who is to blame for your sickness. If you want to live, you must tell me.
All right, I'll tell you, but don't you tell anyone. My husband didn't die. He still visits me in the evenings, but he told me to keep quiet. People won't understand.
You hear the sound of scattering sparks. A fire chort, familiar to you, emerges from the stove, and it immediately turns into a human.
That audio recording was a bit weird. Alright.
Again with your plots, witch! Don't interfere with my business.
You want to kill me? Didn't work out for you last time.
Ha! Kill? I have another purpose. You stopped me here, but I'll find other creatures.
Not so fast. You can't hide from me in my Uyezd.
That may be so. That's why you will be busy with my new friends. I won't be back here.
A couple of chorts appear near him, while he himself turns into a fiery whirlwind and disappears into the chimney.
We can't leave this girl alone, Vasya.
You can catch up with that chort if you don't spend time on these demons. But what will happen to the sick woman?
Damn it. Oh god. I think we have to stay. Otherwise, if we go after it, our sins are going to go through the roof. Maybe it doesn't matter how bad our sins are, I don't know. Let's stay. We can find him another day. Fight him another day, rather.
You open the book and read the first Zagavar.
Alright, what we got? Fiery fiends. They're not that impressive. Well, what's the colouring of my cards? Let's go with you. 5 to all enemies. Go with you. So hang on, how much we're doing? So 7 and 5. So we need to do 2 more damage to you, so that might be a waste. Oh wait, hang on. Oh, not that. So that should mean that this guy dies, because 3, 8, yeah, 15, so... And then it's just this guy which we're doing the extra attack of. Yeah, they're all dead. There we go. Okay, so... Style. This page effect amplifies if all the pages in Sacrifice are matching colour. 5 award. Weakness. Increase curse each turn for free. Choose a page in the book and add a gesture. Okay. I like that one.
You defeated the chorts, and the woman seems to be safe now. But how many souls will this fiery snake ruin? No one knows the answer to this question. You can only continue on your way.
Yeah, I know, but I think we had to do that, otherwise the sick woman would die. Perhaps she will anyway, I don't know. The Kimzelka River. The river is small, but the demonic presence here is strong. Oh, Valkul's doing. Valkul.
You notice the pale heads of the drowned, looking out of the water. They are almost certainly waiting for a careless victim to drag under.
Right, well, we'll decide what to do with these drowned in the next part. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good day, everyone. Hopefully speak to you soon. Bye.